Yes.
One at a time. If more than one people talk, I can't listen to all the people. One people. What did you say? Just one.
If we keep water in fridge or a very cold place, it becomes ice. And the color also differs. Snow is white, mostly white in color,
Okay.
and the ice isn't transparent.
Okay. Can you tell me what is the shape of snow? What is the shape of snow? Is there any shape to snow?
No.
No?
No.
No,
No. No.
Yes or no? Someone is telling yeah.
No.
no,
No.
no, no.
What about snowflakes? Is there any shape to snowflakes?
Yes.
Yes. What is
Like
the
star shape.
air shape? No kanama.
Star shape.
Star shape. No kanama. It's not star shape. Uh, it is a symmetrical shape. Anything that you have symmetry. Symmetry is something like it is like like this shape. It is a six-pointed star. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Six-pointed star. This is called symmetrical shape. So like that, lot of symmetrical shaped collection of snowflakes becomes a snow. So there are six-sided flower shape. There is six-sided tree shape. This is called dendrites. This is very very cute little shapes. So all these things, when you watch very closer, all these things getting to form very 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 slow. So what happens? Slowly the water will try to expand into the air, and that air it will just form into crystals. So this snowflake is so many different shapes. There is not even one defined definition that this is the maximum it can form. It can form into any number of shapes. It is like how there are so many column in the design, in art book design. There are so many find the dots, join the dots design. There are so many designs in snowflakes. So snowflakes have been forming with very very different odd shapes, and each one of them have gained a unique identity of symmetry. Okay, can anyone tell me what is the most common symmetrical object that you eat every day? Yum yum. It is round in shape.
Plate.
Okay, you can't eat plate. Plate is circle, okay, but there is something that you can eat round and round, that you can, your amma makes it putting a batter in the
Dosa.
dosa is a concentric shape, symmetrically concentric shaped structure. This is pointed shape. Idli is also symmetrical, but idli doesn't have what you say defined line. There is no lines in the idli. If you put lines in it, it becomes something else. So this is called symmetry. Okay. Next fact: horses run on their toes. Why is it so special? What do we run on? What do humans run on?
Legs.
Legs, yes, legs. But which part of our leg touches the ground when we run? First,
Feet.
feet. Okay, feet. Okay. Underneath the feet, there is a small space. What is that space called? It starts with the letter H.
Heel.
Correct. So whenever we run, what we do, we will land on our heel, and then we will start to push our body forward. Yes, heel, and we will push our body forward, and it will make us run faster and faster over a period of time. But you see this horse, what it does, it lands on its toes and it pushes on its toes. So what happens, it goes even more faster. So all the fastest land animal in the um, world use their toes to run faster. Cheetah also uses this. What it does, cheetah runs on its toes, and whenever it is trying to find some prey to eat, it will dodge it and make a turn using the heel. So that fast it can run. So super fast it can run. And there are also many ways for you to improve your running speed by using your toes. So when someone is going on running race for 100-meter race or 200-meter race, they always start with crouching on their toes. So when they start, they'll have a fast movement. Can anyone tell me what is the name of that? When they start, they go down 1, 2, 3, go, then they say, then they will go. What is that called? What is that movement called? Very fast movement. There is another word for it. It starts with the letter S. Second letter is P. Third letter is R.
Speed.
Not speed. R. Third letter is R. Sprint. Sprinting. So sprinting is a kind of preparation for your body to give so much energy to the legs so that you will start running faster. It's called sprint. So from 0, you will travel at the speed of 30-40 kilometers per hour. So whoosh, that speed you will go. So this is the another fact. Next, it would take around 3 years of non-stop pedaling to bike to the moon. So if you start using your cycle, you start pedaling all the way, if you start going around, it will take for about 3 years for you to reach the moon. Why is that so? Can anyone tell me? But first you have to wear all the oxygen mask, all oxygen cylinder and all, then we can able to go out into the sky, because it is so far away. It is like 384,000 kilometers far away from Earth's surface. So when we start from India, if you look up, we have a flying bicycle. It will take us around 3 years to reach there. Very slowly we have to pedal also, because there is no gravity. What will happen? We will be forced into pull by the Earth's atmosphere. So everything we try to resist more, we have to wait for at least 12 to 14 kilometers, then only we can leave the Earth's atmosphere. After that we have to pedal freely for next 2.5 years or 2.5 years. Okay. Next, by traveling in slow speed, now we are going into high speed. So if you travel to the speed of light, light is traveling in very fast. What happens when I have my, okay, I'll do one thing. I am turning on my light in my phone. So this light had traveled from here to your screen at a speed that is equal to the speed of light. So this small fraction of light is coming in less than 0.01 seconds. But what happens if I have to travel it for a very long distance? Say if I want to get the light from the sun, how long will it take? Any guesses?
8 minutes.
Somewhere close to 10 minutes. Yes, little less than 10 minutes.
8 minutes.
Little above than 8 minutes. Little close. You are almost there.
9 minutes.
Between
8.5 minutes.
Yes, 8 minutes and
8
20.
and a half minutes.
Yes, 8 minutes and 20 seconds it will take for the light from us to reach sun, or from sun to reach our earth. So what happens in between that time? It is coming straight. It is coming. So in this speed, if we travel all the light across the world, so from here till say you go to the next galaxy, it is called as light year. So 1 year, if the light travels for how long time, it is called as 1 light year. So our earth is almost going at a speed of around 13,500 million light years across the entire galaxy. So at this rate, if you are traveling also, you will be not at all aging. You will be at the same age for all your life. So that is how fast the light is. So we are seeing around 8 minutes 20 second younger sun's light. So every second is 8 minutes 20 seconds younger for the sun. So like that, every time when the light is traveling far away, it is going to keep the light very young. Next fact. Again, if from seeing a lot of ice, now we are seeing lot of water. So 97% of Earth's water is always salt water. Why so? What's the reason?
Because of the seas and oceans.
Because of lots of seas and oceans. See, the Earth is completely covered in water. So some only around 10% or 20% of the land mass is there. Rest everything is filled with water. There are very deep oceans, and there are very deep valleys. All that has lots and lots of water. So what happened? This has accumulated over many billions of years. With that many billions of years, what happened? Slowly salt will form in the bottom. So when, okay, I'll ask you another question. How does salt form? What is the source of salt?
Salt is iodine.
Not iodine. Iodine is not salt.
Sodium.
Sodium and there are two elements in salt, natural salt. Sodium, that you can use it for washing vessels. Don't say prill, don't say rin or anything.
Chlorine.
What did you say?
Chlorine.
Yes, chlorine. So sodium chloride is salt. So the main source of salt is from the animals. So what happens after animals end their life? What happens? They all form into bones. So all the bones will be exposed, and over many millions of years, this bones will get slowly decomposed. So all the calcium in it will form into different elements, and that will become sodium, chlorides, nitrites, and all these things. So it will slowly sink into the sea, because our population is very less. Human population is very less, but there are lot many fishes, lot many birds, lot many animals in the world. All of them, when they die, they will get deposited in the seabed floor. Over many thousands of years, there is a chemical reaction due to pressure, and all that will form salt water in the bottom. So this salt, after many thousands of years, we will go and collect it from the bottom of the sea, put it in the land, we will dry it out and add a little bit of iodine. Iodine is another element that we are mining from the land, and we add it for energy. So our bones, when we have more iodine, it is more stronger. So that's how we got lot of salt from the salt water. So, and we are using it for making good food. Next, you can recognize around 10,000 different smells. Okay, I will ask you one thing. What is the flavor of vanilla? How does vanilla ice cream smell? Okay, you can imagine, right? So if I say, what is the smell of chocolate? I can smell chocolate. And like that, so many things you can do. Some people will like the smell of nail polish. Some people will like the smell of flowers. Some people will like the smell of rain. There is a smell for rain also. When rains get to fall on the earth, there is a bacteria that gives out lot of sulfur in the air. So this sulfur gets to be picked up by your nose, and that is what we call as the smell of the rain. The fresh water from the sky falls as a rain, and when it hits the ground, all the bacteria in the ground will say, welcome to this earth. Like that, it will open up its mouth, and all the sulfur in it will get out into the atmosphere, and we can see and we can smell it. So like that, so many different kinds of smell you can identify, and in a normal human life you can differentiate around 10,000 different smells. There is a scale for it where you can able to differentiate what is your most pleasant smell and what is your least most pleasant smell. This is used for creating new perfumes. So every year there is a new metric of creating new kinds of smells, and each one is uniquely different. So a human can differentiate so many different types of smells. Okay, I'll ask you one thing. What is your most favorite smell? What do you like to smell the most? I like to smell freshly cleaned clothes.
Flowers.
Flowers, okay.
Rose.
Rose, okay.
Lily.
Lily, very good, lily.
And the rainfall smell.
Rainfall smell, yes. Rose smell, yes. Okay. So like this, everybody's smell is different. Okay, next fact. Watermelon, rose, okay. Next, ladybug squirts smelly liquid from their knees when they get scared. Have you seen a ladybug? This kind of small insect.
I had it as a pet once.
Yeah, pet ones. Okay.
Yes. I
So
had a ladybug in my TV.
oh, okay. So it has a very small black colored dots, and in that, when someone tries to pick it up, what it does, it gives a psk kind of smelly liquid. So anyone who is getting to pick it up will not like that, and instantly from the 10,000 different smells, they will say very bad smell, and they'll throw it away. So it is a kind of a defense mechanism it has, and it has been using it to safeguard itself from anyone who is trying to pick it up and make it as their pet. So it's kind of a defense mechanism. Next fact. An ant can carry 50 times its body weight. Okay, imagine. Now I am around say 79 kilograms. So what is 50 times? Okay, what is 50 times my weight? Sorry, okay, 80, make it as 80. 80 into 50. 8 5s are
4,000.
okay. We'll go step by step. 8 5s are
40.
okay. 8 into 50
4,000.
4,000.
No.
There are two zeros here. Two zeros.
400.
What you
400.
said? No, what you said was correct. I was just playing with you to see whether you can able to find it. So somewhere around 4,000 kilograms, if I can carry, it becomes very hard for me. Okay, 500. No. It is 4,000 only. Correct only. So what happens? See this small ant. What it does? It is trying to carry a 500 milligram. Very small. It's like a size of one coin. It's a very small coin. It is trying to carry with its teeth. So it's like how we are when we are a very small kid, we can carry a very big car. So that big it can able to carry. Okay. Next, I hope many of you know who is Harry Potter. Okay. The next one is a dinosaur which is named after Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry. So what they have named it as, they call it Dracoris Hogwartsia. So there is a dinosaur. You can see this. It's the skeleton of the dinosaur. It was named very recently. It was named in 2014. When they found this dinosaur, it looked like a dragon. So they said we will name it after Harry Potter school. So Dracoris Hogwartsia is a dinosaur which was found and which was named in the name of Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry. Have you read Harry Potter? Have any of you read Harry Potter? 2 years after I was born. Okay.
Seen the movie.
You've seen the movie? Okay.
Yeah, I have seen the movie.
You've seen the movie. Very good.
I read the book.
You have the book. Okay.
I also saw the movie.
You have also saw the movie. Okay, very good. So Harry Potter came
I saw the train, but I was very afraid.
Oh, okay. Okay. It came when I was in my school. So my father bought me the first three books when I was in school. So I finished the whole book after some 1 week time, and I said, when will the next book come? So after about some 2 years after that, when I went into college, one book after one book started coming. So all the books I finished within a period of 1 week or 2 week. So I kept on reading, and then I finished it. So that is how I remember Harry Potter. Next, koalas and humans have similar fingerprint. What is a fingerprint? You have a very small fingerprint. So everyone has fingerprint. What happens when you get very important thing to save? What they will do? They will use their fingerprint to save it in their phone, in their tablet, in their banks. All these things take your fingerprint. But there is one problem there, because in Australia they don't easily allow anyone to say this is your fingerprint. We have to test someone else. Who they will test? A koala bear. A koala is a kind of a bear which is found in Australia, and what they do, they will try to check whether it is there for them or for any koalas in that neighborhood. So such kind of uniqueness. Humans have been known to have very unique fingerprints, but after this discovery they said we'll have to check all the koalas and see whether it had done that crime. So this is just a funny picture. Don't think that any koala has done any crime. So this is just to give you a hint of how close we are to a animal kingdom. So that's it for today. Any questions you have, you can ask me. Which fact did you like the most? You can tell me.
Favorite fact to us, it will take about 3 years of non-stop pedaling to break the moon. That is my favorite.
Okay.
Koala's fingerprint
And almost 90% of humans are that fact also.
Oh, okay. So you know that how the snow is now made up of. Snow is
Yeah.
made up of snow.
Favorite is
Koala's fingerprint similar to humans.
Okay. So each one has one favorite. So what we'll do, when we meet next time, we will create more facts based on you, what you like. We'll have that as a common theme. So today I wanted to see what all things that you like. So I will try to make, yes, I'll try to make more interesting facts around that topic. Okay.
I like would it take to the moon? I like that smell.
It will take, yeah, it will take around 3 years for you to pedal
I
to the moon.
like the snow fact.
Oh,
That
okay.
was very interesting.
Oh, very good, very good. So we can also create lot of shapes with paper cutting. So if you fold the paper and if you
Can
cut
you
it,
pronounce the Can you pronounce the word? It says a hill in New Zealand.
oh, okay. Uh, it's very long. I have to read it and then I have to pronounce it. I don't remember it by heart. Tau mata faka tangi, ilu atu au au. Then tikakana. That the last word is tikakana, but in between there are two sentences I forgot. Tau mata faka tangi, itu au au au. Then the last one is karakatana. So we will. I'll give it to you. I'll send it to you in the group so that you can pronounce it if you want.
Screenshot of it.
Yes, I'll do it. No problem.
So, what is the what is the you showed all shapes of snow. Do they have any name for it?
They will name it based on the number of dendrites. I will share you the image of it. So it is in numbers. So there is one dendrite, two dendrite, tetrahedral shape, quadrantal shape. All these shapes come based on the number of sides and number of dendrites that form. I'll send you that also. You can create lot of patterns with it. So you can cut a paper and create it. How many? Sorry.
How much kilometers to reach the moon?
With the car or with the cycle?
Cycle.
It takes around 3 days. Sorry, 3 years. Sorry, 3 years to reach the moon. Yeah. Okay, ma'am. Is my time up?
Yeah, Abhi, thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.
And children, today is our last fun fact session. Okay, and tomorrow we are planning to have a culminations. We'll keep you update on this. We'll talk to your parents also on this. Okay. Okay. Thank you, Abhi. We'll see you in astronomy session. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Someday do we need to wear a superhero costume for the dance session?
Yes, madam. If you have, yes.
Okay.
Okay.